Demon Slayer. Let's talk about it because wow, that was a really good film, and yeah. Okay, so I'll be honest, I'm not really the biggest Demon Slayer fan out there. I occasionally watch the series. I keep up with it. Just because I watch it doesn't mean it's my favorite. I just watch it. Like, I don't really watch it weekly. I kind of just binge it. The only reason I keep up with the series at all is because my brother, he really likes the series. He's really obsessed with it. It's one of his favorite series ever. And me, it's not really my favorite. I like it. It's cool. It's cool visually. I think the story is really nice, but I don't know. I can't really love it. But I figured I'm gonna go watch Infinity Castle because one, I like watching anime movies. Two, my brother wanted to go watch it, and three, I figured I could make a cool video out of it. And I'm gonna be honest, it was a really, really good film. When I say this thing blew me away, it really, really did. Also, I had the chance to go watch this film a few days early. I just haven't had a chance to record my review or give my thoughts on it. I wanted to sit on it just a little bit. Plus, as the moment of me recording this, most of you guys have probably already watched the film, so I'm not going to worry too much about spoilers, but I am going to spoil the movie. So if you haven't seen it, stay away from this video, but be warned. Anyways, one of my biggest gripes with this film, like this might just be me personally, I haven't really read the manga, I skimmed through it, but the Zenetsu fight, everyone hyped it up to be the greatest thing in the film, but I was really underwhelmed by the fight. I was really expecting much more out of the fight between him and Upper Moon 6, which was his former classmate, if I remember correctly. I don't know, I was expecting a lot more from that sequence. But I liked it. It was a really short fight. My brother told me in the manga it was way shorter and way quicker. But I love the fact that Zenetsu, he's pretty much like a hidden beast. He's like this overly overpowered character, but he hides it under this weak persona. I like him. Zenetsu is probably one of my favorite characters in the series. He's ridiculous, he's funny, he's a shy dude, but he means a lot. I really think that fight was pretty cool, especially his 7th lightning form. I thought that was pretty badass. Even Upper Moon 6 was like, damn, what the fuck. Also, the fact that he kind of died evil, like he was straight up evil. That dude did not care. I'm glad because we need more villains like that have no compassion, that don't really care. I really wish we got more characters like that. Also, the one thing I was pretty saddened about, the one thing I really hated, like, nothing against the film, but one of the characters I really hated was Doma, and what he did to my girl Shinobu, he gave me Ted Bundy vibes. I don't know if you guys know who the infamous serial killer Ted Bundy is. That's pretty much what Doma reminded me of. He reminded me heavily of that serial killer. And I'm just like, I don't like Doma. The way he was messing around with Shinobu, the way he was taunting her with, oh yeah, I killed your sister, you're next, I'm gonna absorb you. And he was pretty much very empathetic. You couldn't, if you didn't know he was a demon, then you would probably think, yeah, this guy's kind of nice and whatnot. But his backstory is pretty similar to Ted Bundy. He has a cult of personality. He pretty much like started a religion around himself when he was very young as a kid, and as of the consequences, he never really suffered in life. He became a demon because he wanted to be adored. He wanted to be loved by everyone. He wanted to start his own religion. He wanted to start his own cult, which he was very successful at. And I just thought this guy was insanely creepy. I liked his abilities though, how he had these ice powers and the little fans as weapons. I thought that was very, very genius. I thought the battle between him and Shinobu was really well done, especially how Shinobu was giving it her all and saying, damn, it doesn't really matter which poison I use, Doma just keeps regenerating. At this rate, I can't really stop him. She tries to go for the killing blow, but ultimately that doesn't really do anything, and it cost her life. When she died, I was kind of in shock because I know she died in the manga, but the way like she died, just beheaded, and then she just gets absorbed into Doma. I'm like, what the hell is happening? But I think he's a really great villain. I hate him. He reminds me a lot of Ted Bundy. I don't know, I just really hate this character for what he did to Shinobu. I don't like him. I really don't like, but I think he was a really well done villain. He's a pretty powerful enemy. Like, his ice abilities and his empathetic like emotion, yeah, this guy's very scary. But besides those two fights, I think the highlight of the film was the Akaza fight. Overall, I think that was probably one of the best things in this entire film. I ain't gonna lie, every time he kept on dying and then coming back, I was like, he's never gonna die, is he? I'll be honest, I never read the Infinity Castle manga arc. I just kind of skimmed through it just to know who dies, but I never actually read it. So watching it unfold like live, I'm like, holy crap, this is really, really good. The fighting was well done between him and what was his name, Gizu, I believe that was his name. I think that was really, really well done. Such a really cool fight. I think it's probably one of my favorite fight throughout the film. It's probably one of my favorite fight throughout the Demon Slayer series. Out of all the fights in the series, I really loved that battle between Tanjiro and Giyu and Akaza. I think it was amazing. Like, you saw Giyu use his Demon Slayer mark to go up against Akaza, and it didn't really matter how much power he was using. Akaza would always find a way. That is until Tanjiro went into this Ultra Instinct like state. I thought that was pretty cool. Also, I seen people complain about flashbacks. I like them. I like how it gave personality to some of these characters. It shows a lot of things. Plus, that's kind of Demon Slayer's thing, where it shows a bunch of flashbacks and whatnot. I think it was really, really genius. Now, my favorite part about the film was when Akaza was pretty much dying. He gets beheaded, and as he's like slowly fighting Tanjiro, he sees flashbacks as to his past life before he was a demon, and it's Tanjiro that ultimately wakes him up to the reality that, oh yeah, he was once human. And when we find out his whole backstory, it's pretty tragic. I think I'm gonna save that topic for a different video. Just know it's really sad. The only reason he became strong was because his dad was dying. He had a wife, a fiance, and she was killed brutally. His sensei was also murdered because he was too strong, and that ultimately led him down a path of revenge, which he ultimately regretted. And it's just sad. Like, his whole backstory, like, you guys have to watch it. To me, that was probably the saddest thing in this film. I'm not gonna lie, I did cry watching it. I just think that was probably my favorite part of this film. You're seeing his whole backstory unfold. I wanted to hate him, but I ended up coming out loving his character, and I'm just kind of sad he never became an ally to Tanjiro and the rest of the Hashira. I think it would have been cool to see him turn his back against Muzan and Upper Moon 1. But overall, I think it's a really well done film. I don't want to talk too much about what happens. I want you guys to actually go watch it. It's a very, very well done film. Even if you don't like Demon Slayer, I recommend go watch it. It's really good. Visually, it's amazing because Ufotable always does something spectacular. It's just... how many times have I said amazing? Because it's really, really amazing. Overall, I think the film is really well done, really well thought out. Visually, the soundtrack, everything is really good. I think I might go rewatch this film just because I like it this much. I'm not even a big fan of Demon Slayer, like I stated, but I might just have to rewatch it, maybe with my sister, maybe by myself. But I think it's a really good, well done film. That's why I give it a 10 out of 10. It's really rare I get films like 10 out of 10, but this one, something about this one just kind of stuck with me. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on the Demon Slayer film. Should you go watch it? Yeah, absolutely. It's insane visually. One of the most visually dazzling movies I have ever seen. It's just so good. Like, seriously, go watch it. Forget about the haters who say Demon Slayer's ass. I liked it. If a person like me who's not a big fan of this series says it's good, you guys should watch it. Go watch it. But yeah, that's just my thoughts, and yeah, peace.